I want to start off and talk about where you think people are stuck, right? So I think, you know, ChatGPT and AI, it's, if you ever read Geoffrey Moore, Crossing the Chasm, you know, there's a lot of early adopters. And I think, you know, the major companies really know how to utilize this. And I work with solopreneurs to Fortune companies, but what I find is the solopreneurs, the middle-sized companies, nobody knows how to use this. And so before we get started, where are people stuck and how can they get unstuck using AI and GPT on their own?
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And second, yeah, there's definitely just kind of a wide variety of use cases that you can have here, and it's really sort of difficult to approach something that is so widely applicable. As you said, these larger companies definitely are finding ways of implementing systems to use these large language models like ChatGPT and others within many different processes in their companies. We're seeing this across customer experience, across any sort of marketing copy or even image generation. We're seeing this on the sales end for sales objections and things like that. But basically, we're seeing this all over the place. The sort of AI getting applied to different verticals within business. As you said, when you're a solopreneur, you actually have to do all of those things yourself, right?
Right.
And so it's often kind of difficult to figure out exactly what you need, how to use these tools, basically. That said, I actually think that these things are going to level up the early stage and solo entrepreneur experience much more it'll be much more helpful for them than it will be for sort of the larger companies that are out there.
Yeah.
Because these larger companies already pay for experts, right? They've already got people to do X, Y, and Z over there. Whereas when it's just you got to do everything yourself. Yeah. And one thing that I've seen with ChatGPT specifically, but also any sort of AI system that you're working with, is it does a really good job of leveling you up from not so good at something to pretty good at something.
Yeah.
It doesn't usually help you go from pretty good at something to great at something, but it does often get you kind of a base layer of skills for every single task that you have to do.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how I would approach it.
Yeah, I think that's a great way. I use ChatGPT a lot, and one of the ways the community I use it is in that way. If I'm brainstorming an idea or I need a thought, I almost think it as if it's like a person just helping me brainstorm. What's a different word for this? How could I phrase this a little bit differently? And it does. It just kind of levels me up and gets me thinking. That was great. All right, good. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Dan.